Is kata a waste of time? This is something that's been controversial, particularly in karate for years and years and years, ever since I've been training. Some people will say there's no purpose in kata, it doesn't do anything. Other people have put application to the moves. Mostly, although they quote historically, this is the application, generally speaking, no one really knows. But it's interesting. Let me read you my poem. Is kata a waste of time? Is there a point to doing kata? Or is it just a waste of time? Does it have an application that is magical and sublime? I made this one rhyme, by the way. By the time it came from China to Okinawa and Japan, it had been changed so many times in each and every land. The true meaning had been lost. And by the time it came to the West, nobody could remember. And the value became less and less. Then along came competition, where it just had to look good. Nice shapes, crisp and focused, but empty, loud and awkward. Before internet, video and books, people learned using mnemonics, remembering with rhythm and cadence. Kata had harmonics. Tribes used to chant. They would learn dance to a drum. Learning was a social event where the wizened would teach the young. Health was always important, so posture and breath were trained. Along with mental intent, the young became fully engaged. Fighting moves were too simple. More complex skills were required. Life was very active and diverse, so complexity of skills was required. If the warrior lost his weapon, his opponent was still armed. So his techniques had to be effective against those that would cause great harm. After World War II in Japan, martial arts were banned. When karate was finally allowed, it was sport and empty hand. So the reasons for kata are clear. It's health, skill and application. Like a knot, it has to be unravelled and studied with imagination. So you can see from the poem that I'm not against the study of kata, not at all. I think it's gone through a lot of turmoil. I'm lucky because I studied the Chinese arts along with the Japanese. So I actually knew a lot of the original applications of the moves that we have in karate kata. And kata has definitely been significantly changed by a lot of people. But still it's there. You know, the trinity of kata, the idea of, first of all, medical, good posture, good breathing, good mental awareness, focus, you know, the basics for being healthy are structured in kata. The techniques, if we just did straightforward fighting techniques, there would be no complexity in the training, and you only reach one skill level and you can't go any further. So the techniques are compressed and combined in such a way to enhance skill levels, not necessarily directly for fighting. But even from there, you can then unravel it. It's like a tangled knot that is improving your health, it's improving your skill levels, but the application is in there. But sometimes it's not as simple as some people make out, and different kata do different jobs. So for instance, you know, we would learn the internal aspects of training, the spine and the core aspects from katas like Sanshin. You know, the 5-animal boxing system from Tensho layered on top of the ideas of Sanshin, and that gives you grappling, striking, locking, throwing. And then on top of that, we could use Naifenchi for the Fajin and body shaking power. You know, katas like Kushanku and Chinto, they're entire training systems in one form. So kata can be done for a lot of different reasons and a lot of different purposes, and it does serve a very useful purpose if it's put synergistically into a training system and not just haphazard. But is kata a waste of time? No. Thank you.